This is the new SLR Magic Anamorphic adapter for Fujinon MK lenses.
Cinema 5D at Cinegear 2018 is brought to you by B&H, the professional source for all your video needs. CVP, your one-stop shop for cine, video, photo, and more. Panasonic, cinematic moments for your production. And Cartoni, supports your vision.
Hi, this is Nino from Cinema 5D. We are here at Cinegear 2018 with Andrew from SLR Magic. How are you?
Hi Nino, how are you?
All good. You just introduced another anamorphic adapter, this time for the MK series of Fujinon lenses. Is that right?
That's right. So during the development, we've made sure it's optimized to work well with a zoom lens, and we have chosen the Fujinon MK series because it's a great lens and it covers various mounts such as the micro four thirds, the X mount, and the E mount. And anamorphic zoom has been something that a lot of people have been asking for. So far, we make primes, we don't make zooms, so we work with a company that makes great zooms, right? So
Fujinon doesn't have to fear your competition with the lenses, because they only make zooms.
well, our adapter works well with the lenses, so we work well together like that. And so this new adapter is much larger than anything we have ever made. We have been working together for the past year on this, and
it's very large but very lightweight. It's not actually.
So the MK lenses are very lightweight. Yeah. So for it to match the anamorphic adapter too has to be very lightweight. So we have to be very careful in choosing the mechanical design, which is a weight saver, as well as glass materials that aren't too heavy to work well together as a system. Because at first we were thinking of making a large anamorphic adapter that must use rails, but then a lot of users using the MK series, sometimes you don't use rails with it.
Yeah, so they use it like this, like with an A7 series camera, and
it's mainly used with like FS7s or so, but then there are users using like the A7 series, etc. Well, most of the broadcast ones, but it's a versatile lens.
So you're saying it's light enough to put on this like that and just not use it with any lens support.
So it's designed to be very lightweight, so that you can just rotate it into the MK lens, lock it into place, and you could just shoot freehand. But again, we have included the tripod mount, so in case you want to have a lens support and put it on a rail, it will work. Because firstly, if you have a parfocal zoom lens that is attached to this adapter, the adapter already has a standard 114 diameter to use on clamp-on matte boxes. So you could rig this up as well for a professional shoot.
And this adapter, first of all, it works on both lenses. And how about the zoom range? Can you use the full zoom range?
Well, in the announcement, we mentioned that it works with the 50 to 135 because it works for the entire zoom range. But then since this is an adapter, it's not an integrated system, there will be some limitations with certain focal lengths. So when you use the MK 18 to 55, we've actually put that in consideration during the development. It pairs very well as well. But then you have to be using the 30 millimeter and above zoom range to avoid any vignetting. But otherwise, it's compatible with both MK zoom lenses. Our previous anamorphic adapters has something called a near and normal, where it's an approximate and you have to kind of look for it and no one really knows the exact mark. However, with this adapter, we have calibrated markings so that you could know the sharpest point. For example, if you set this to 8 feet, you just set the MK lens to 8 feet as well to make sure it's at the sharpest setting.
So you match the focus on both?
That's correct. If you're off slightly, it wouldn't affect the image quality too much, so you don't have to be bang on accurate. It's just a guideline, but a very accurate guideline.
So what kind of anamorphic squeeze ratio do you have on this adapter?
So this adapter is a 133 squeeze, so it's designed to be used with 16:9 image sensors.
How much light do you actually lose with this? Do you use one stop of light or?
Well, this is not a tele extender, so you actually don't lose any lights while using this adapter. Yeah. The only limitation is sometimes you have to stop down, so you can be shooting at like a 1.2 aperture of this adapter. It's designed to be working in the 2.9 to T4 range for the wider settings. Wider meaning the 30 to the 75 setting, and then from the 75 mil to 100, it works well between the 4.0 to the 5.6 setting. And if you go all the way to the 135, our previous adapter would not be compatible at all. But then for this one, it would work from 5.6 to 8.0.
Okay. If you compare this to a fully anamorphic lens like your series of prime lenses, where would you say are the differences in quality?
Well, they are very different. The cine primes we have right now in anamorphic, they have lots of characteristics, lots of flares. For this one, it has a more clinical look, so it's very subtle flares. It's really suppressed to maintain the high image quality look of the MK lenses. So it's to a different target audience looking for a different anamorphic look.
So it's less of a, I would say, gimmick. It's more like extending the use of your existing MK lenses and maintaining a high quality and not going for the crazy flares and stuff like that.
Right, because we're pairing with the MK lens this time, so we have to make an adapter that matches that MK lens look as well.
Okay, awesome. And last but not least, pricing and availability?
Oh, the pricing is going to be $1,500 for the adapter, and it should be available probably by the end of June.
Does this adapter only work with the MK lenses or other lenses as well?
Well, it works very well with the MK lenses, but then we also made sure that it works well with our new micro primes and our apo prime lenses. So basically, you need a lens with a relatively good image quality to start off with, and then it needs a 82 millimeter filter thread so that you can attach the adapter onto the taking lens. And then you also need a taking lens that is a sturdy build that could handle the weight of an extra adapter, and it would work.
Okay, cool. So it is adaptable and it's not just for the MK lenses.
Well, as an adapter, we can't stop anyone from trying any combination. If you try with anything else, it's more of a trial and error. Yeah. But then this is a combination that we have tested during the development.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. And thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned to Cinema 5D for all news from Cinegear 2018.